Hey everyone, it's Melanie. Today we are going to make some Stranger Things inspired snacks. Let's get started. First we're going to make my version of Chex Mix. It's definitely better than the store-bought kind. The first things you will need are 2 teaspoons Tony Chachere's or seasoned salt, 2 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon onion powder and 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1.5 sticks of melted butter. In this bowl, I've already combined 3 cups rice Chex, 3 cups sweet Chex, 3 cups corn Chex, 2 cups pretzels, 2 cups cheez-its, and 2 cups of the Gardetto rye chips. Additional items you will need are a large bowl with a lid to mix your Chex Mix, a spatula, and a pan to put it on in the oven. Preset your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get started. Now we're going to add the seasoned salt into the butter, the Worcestershire sauce, and the onion and garlic powder. Now we're going to stir. Next, we're going to take our bowl of cereal and other snacks and put them in our mixing bowl. And we're going to pour our mixture onto the cereal and pretzels. Make sure you get all of that out of your measuring cup or whatever you put it in so we don't waste anything. Now, here's a really important step. We're gonna put this lid on. Make sure your lid is sealed so you don't get anything over your counters and you don't spill your Chex Mix. Now you just rotate your container to make sure it gets fully coated on all sides. Now that it's well mixed, I'm gonna open it up and pour it on our pan. Using your spatula again, you're going to scrape out the bowl. Just make sure we get all of that flavoring out of there. So once you get it on your pan, you need to flatten out your Chex Mix so that way it's evenly coated on your pan, and make sure you pick up any stray pieces that fall off. Now, we're going to bring this to the oven, and it's going in the oven for 1 hour, and you're going to stir it every 15 minutes so it doesn't burn and everything gets evenly distributed while you're doing that. So let's take it to the oven. After you take out your Chex Mix from the oven, let it cool for about 30 minutes and then enjoy. Next, we're gonna make Elle's favorite treat, Eggos. So we have Eggo Waffles, ready with chocolate sauce and sprinkles. You will also need a toaster or a toaster oven and a plate to put it on. Let's get started. The first step is getting out your Eggo waffle. I'm only making one, but of course if you've got several people over, make more than one. Put it in the toaster. Okay, now that our waffle's ready, we're gonna add some Ready Whip. And now we're going to add some chocolate syrup. And finally, some sprinkles. And we're done. There's the final waffle for Elle from Hopper. Finally, we're going to make some strawberry Demogorgons. The things you will need are strawberries, dark melting chocolate, white chocolate. The equipment you will need is a cutting board, a spatula, a sharp knife, a chopstick or a skewer, 2 glass bowls to go in the microwave to melt the chocolate, a Ziploc bag to pipe the white chocolate, a baking sheet, and parchment paper. Let's get started. The first step is to cut off the top of the strawberry and then cut them in half, like this. So again, now we're going to prepare the baking sheet for our strawberries. We're going to take some parchment paper and cover our sheet and use some scissors to measure the size of the parchment paper. I cut the parchment paper to the size of the pan so it fits in nicely. So it should look something like this. The next step is taking the dark chocolate melting wafers and putting them in a bowl so we can melt them in the microwave at 10-second increments so we don't burn the chocolate. Now that our chocolate is melted, we are going to take a scoop from the bowl and place it onto the parchment paper in a small circle. Now the next step is taking the strawberry with the chopstick or skewer and dipping it into the chocolate, getting the edges covered and then placing it. Do this with 5 strawberries, leaving an opening in the center. Now that we're done with that step, we're going to take some white chocolate and melt it in a bowl to make the Demogorgon's teeth. Let's take this to the microwave. Now that the white chocolate is melted, we're going to pour it into our Ziploc bag and then cut a tiny corner off so we can pipe the teeth of the Demogorgon. Going to cut the opposite corner just a teeny tiny little bit. Now we're going to pipe the teeth onto the Demogorgon. We're adding more teeth to the outside of the Demogorgon. And there's our finished Demogorgon Chocolate Strawberries. I hope you enjoy eating and making these snacks while watching Stranger Things. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!